him to stay. I mean, Butch Davis, they met Sunday morning. Butch Davis and John Shoup, their offensive coordinator, both tried to convince Cam to stay. But once they figured out he had made his decision, they were very supportive of him. They're going to try to help him find a place to play next year. So I think it was the right decision for him. It was the right decision for Carolina, although I'm sure next year they're going to wish at some point they had an experienced quarterback on hand, because rarely does an NCAA Division I starting quarterback, go through a whole season without getting nicked up at some point. And they're going to need a quality quarterback to come in and take T.J. Yates' place. And because he hasn't really had a great chance, to prove himself, we don't know if Mike Paulus can do it. We don't know if Braden Hansen, who is a redshirt freshman this year, can do it. And certainly we don't know if Bryn Renner, who will be an incoming freshman next year, can do it if TJ goes down. So it does cause a little bit of uncertainty with the Carolina quarterback situation. But again, I think it was the right thing for Cam, and he had every right to make a selfish decision now, if that's what this is, if you want to look at it that way, after what he did for Carolina this year. I don't think anybody could complain about what he's doing.
And Sammy, my last question, you touched on this a little bit, and you kind of said that you think it was the right call for Cam to do. Was it the right call for Carolina to have T.J. Yates as their starter going into this year, in your opinion?
Well, again, I'm not there daily in practice. I think certainly T.J. had a great redshirt freshman year a year ago, and based on that, I would say, that was probably the right decision. But again, okay, the coaching staff is there every day. They see these guys working on a daily basis, and I don't. What I thought was kind of a disservice to Cam this year was when TJ did get hurt and Cam leads them to a 4-2 record. TJ comes back, and to be honest, I'm not sure he was quite ready to play in that NC State game, and I felt like Cam had earned the right to start in that game. Now, does that mean TJ doesn't play in that game? No, I think you could have started Cam just out of respect for what he had done for you, and based on the fact that TJ had not only taken a couple snaps in the previous game, I'm not sure he was ready to start. And I think it was a disservice to him, too, to have to start that game. That if they started Cam, then they could have brought TJ in and see which one of them, had the hot hand that day. And
that's, I think, who knows,
there might have been a different outcome. But, no, I mean, I don't have a problem with Carolina choosing their starting quarterback. They're there every day. Those coaches are in practice, and they see the guys work. And if that's their opinion, I don't have a problem with that. I just felt in that situation, the Cam should have started the NC State game. And then let's, see who plays the best in that first half, and then go with that guy.
Sammy Batten, Fayetteville Observer, joining us right now as we talk about Cam Sexton. And, yeah, absolutely, I agree with you. I think we talked about that then, and you said start Cam Sexton and then see where it goes, but not so much the case. But either way, we definitely wish Cam Sexton the best of luck, and it'll be interesting to see where he ends up. That's for sure.
Yeah, it will, and I think that's a process that may take a few weeks to decide because, guys are out recruiting right now. February 4th is National Signing Day, and until that point, I think a lot of these coaching staffs, even at the Division II level, are not going to have a lot of time to be talking, to transfers, even as one as prominent as Cam would be for a program. I would think that right now their nose is on the recruiting grindstone, and so it may be a few weeks before we find out where he goes. And I think he's going to have to look for a particular type of program too. I mean, Cam needs to be in a pro-style offense, and he doesn't need to go to a team. That's running, as he said, a wishbone or a wing T formation. He needs to be in a pro-style offense where he can throw the ball, and that's what he's going to be looking for. And and he needs to find the right situation, and that may take some time.
Sammy, definitely keep us posted on this one. Anything else going on that we want to talk about today as far as some of these high school guys? I know we definitely should start talking about this, who's going to sign where, even though for most part we should know at this point.
Yeah, we do. One thing, Nick, that I've been writing about here lately, and we're still waiting to find out. Another local quarterback, Patrick Pinckney, at East Carolina, has applied for a 6-year of eligibility at East Carolina, which means he could come back and be their starter again next year.
Yep.
His first 2 years had shoulder surgery that kept him out, and they are still waiting to hear from the NCAA on that appeal. Conference USA approved the appeal, which you would think it would be just a matter of getting the paperwork done for the NCAA and letting him go. But Patrick is enrolled in graduate school at East Carolina. He's keeping his fingers crossed that the NCAA is going to approve him to come back and play again next year for East Carolina. And if he does, and the NCAA does approve him, what a great thing for East Carolina to have that veteran quarterback and a guy who was one of the most popular players on that team and one of that team's true leaders. What a great, addition. I wouldn't say addition, I guess is not the right word because he's been there, but what a great, surprise that they would have to have him back for another year.
And he's a great kid, too. We've had him here on this show, and, of course, his father, Reggie Pinckney, another not only great football player but a great guy as well. So we hope for the best for Patrick.
Yeah, indeed, and it is a great family, and of course, Patrick's half brother, Aaron Curry, a guy wins the Butkus Award. He's has signed with Octagon, the Octagon agency is out in Arizona now, training for the NFL draft. The draft predictions are that Aaron may be one of the first 5 people picked in the draft, and wouldn't that be great for another local kid to do something like that? And hopefully, the Observer is going to be following him along this path. If he's in New York for the draft, I'm hoping we can get credentialed and maybe go up there and detail those experiences that he has up there. But right now, I think he's preparing with trainers out in Arizona at an Octagon facility out there, and I'm not sure if he's going to the NFL Combine or not. I'm not sure Aaron has a lot to prove by going to the NFL Combine because he is already rated so highly by most of the NFL scouts. So it'll be interesting to see what path he takes. But, that's going to be an exciting thing coming up in April to kind of see where Aaron falls in that NFL draft.
Absolutely. Sammy Batten, Fayetteville Observer. Always a pleasure, man, and we'll talk to you soon. Thank you.
All right, Nick, take care. It was great to be with you.
Great to talk to you, too. Sammy Batten always does a great job.